Good morning, everyone. This is Deja with Twisted Sisters Mojo, and today I am bringing you the Sola Busca Tarot. Um, this is an interesting deck because it is based on an actual deck dating back to the 14 and 1500s, I believe. Um, it's also said that that A.E. Waite, the author of the Rider Waite deck, based some of his images off this particular deck. Um, First thing you will notice about this deck is it is massive. It is a huge, huge deck. Like, if you have small hands, it is going to be extremely difficult to shuffle this deck. I mean, it is really, really big. It comes with a really gorgeous box. This is a low Scarabeo deck, and this was actually an early birthday present from my hubby, so I was really tickled when he got me that. It also comes with the book, which we'll look at later, but let's jump into the cards. Now, if you are new to tarot, this is going to be a very difficult deck for you to use, and you will see why in a moment. So let's go ahead and jump into the cards. Now, you do have in the major, you have the numbering, which should help when you're reading the cards. Now, for me, I love medieval Renaissance art, so I just vibed with this deck immediately. I thought it was beautiful. I think the reworking of the colors and the art is spectacular. Now, as you can see, as we're flipping through, the imagery is very different than your standard tarot deck. That's one reason that it would be a little bit more difficult for a beginner to use this deck, especially if you're not real familiar with the names, the numbers, the correspondences, that sort of thing. But I think that if you learn on this deck, that it could really work for you. All right, so as we get into the minor, this is where some of the difficulties might come up for someone that is new. As you can tell, 3 of Swords, very much like your Rider-Waite 3 of Swords, so that's familiar. As we go through, you can see that there's not a lot of imagery to take, to get clues in off of, to decipher, if you will. So you need a pretty good memorization of the cards if you're dealing with this deck. Alright, and we are heading towards the end. Let's see. Alright. Alright, so we've got the back, which is, and it is what it is. And, you know, I think it could have been, they could have done a little bit more to tie in the medieval with the back, but alright. Cardstock, pretty thick. Standard Los Scarabeo deck. As far as thickness goes, let's take a look at the book real fast. Alright, the book is done in how many languages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 languages. So we've got a brief history of the deck itself. Talks about how they tried to decipher this deck from the actual what was it? The Duchess of Busca? Who is it? Who this deck belonged to? This deck belonged to Marchesa Busca. Duchess. So I was right there. Alright, so there you have the basic card information. No pictures. No spreads that I can see, but yeah, so that's the book. A lot of the thickness comes from the fact that it was done in 5 different languages, and honestly, I really do love this deck. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I may actually have to get a second copy to use at work, but there you have it. The Sola Busca Tarot, a tarot masterpiece of the Italian Renaissance, licensed by Bera, produced by Lo Scarabeo. Alright guys, do us a favor, hit that like and or subscribe button, and we will see you guys on the next video.